ReZero's
Uh,
terrible. Hey, we're here.
what what are you talking about? Why are you saying that? Why are you
Oh
saying
boy,
terrible
nobody can hear
things?
anything. That's not right. Wait, I think people can hear you.
Can they? Sound
I
off.
I can hear you. Can everyone hear Zaiga?
Off.
Blink twice if you can hear Zaiga. Smo says I hear all. Smo can
Okay.
hear beyond the stars. Jen says we can. I dot. Alright. But hello to Hatoon and Smo and Jen and Botrix, who correctly joined the channel. How's everyone doing tonight? Cool. How are you doing, Saika?
I'm doing fine, you know.
That's good.
I'm alive.
That's that's important. That's step one to having a good day, I think. So that's that's good to hear.
Yeah. How about you? How are
I
things with you?
I am doing okay, actually. Like I've still got a bit of a cough from like when I was sick last week, but otherwise I'm doing pretty good. It's
How have been
been
the streams lately?
streams have been flawless, no issues ever, as everyone can agree. Wow, Generosity has correctly joined the channel. I that's all right. Thanks. Thanks for letting us know. Um, but yeah, streams have been well.
Yeah.
We're playing Final Fantasy. We're playing Elden Ring. Apparently, I'm like 30% of the way through Elden Ring, which is making me feel like maybe that game was too big to stream, but it's been fun. So, uh, yeah, I don't know. Been pretty okay.
That's good.
Also,
That's good.
why is my head so enormous it's blocking the entire chat box? What happened?
I've been meaning to talk to you about getting a new avatar for me.
Yeah? Why you don't like Gunman Joe from your favorite game?
Yeah, I hate that game now.
Yeah,
It's a bad game, so I
I
don't want
mean,
to
I,
be associated with it.
I mean, we can change it live. If you got a new picture, I can swap you out in like in 30 seconds.
Oh no, what we could do we could do is we could we'll talk later. We'll talk later. We'll talk later.
Sure. All right. Yeah. How about y'all in chat? How's the day been and or week so far? And then let's see here. Yeah. So things going okay for you, Zyga? Then
Yeah. Doing
that's
doing good. Oh, um this past couple of weeks have been really good. Um I I end up so I play Honkai Star Rail, right? And I was pressured into getting the most recent unit by some friends, and gotta say I've really liked the character so far. So I am good.
that's good.
Yeah. I really needed a second healer on my team. Well, a second sustain on my team. And I wailed a tiny little bit, and then I'm gonna wail again very soon. It's a time. It's a time. And then the beta came out a couple weeks ago, and I've been participating in that. Um, and that's been really fun. Overall, just kind of chilling in like Final Fantasy. I'm not doing much. I just basically log in and send out the submarines, and then come back, and then just do weeklies, and then that's it. Uh, the
That's
new 24
thrilling.
man, do it once, and then roll on a random piece of loot, try to get for any class. I just like roll on any class's loot and then just leave. Well, what once the instance is over.
Wow. So so busy.
Yeah, so I basically only play like once a week.
All right, fair enough. That
Um,
we're basically equal players then, is what you're saying.
yeah, we're basically equal.
Unfortunately, that's good to hear.
Except
I'm glad to hear I've made it finally.
except you do MSQ, and then I just do um one weekly 24 man and two Unreal trials. That's
Probably
about it.
it probably takes us about the same amount of time, so that's fair.
Yeah, it probably does. It well, actually, mine probably is a lot faster depending on if I get a good party.
Fair, fair.
Yeah, but anyway, I've been trying to look for a new game to play. Um, it's been kind of a struggle lately to find a game that I'm kind of like interested in.
Isekai slow life.
No, I can only handle two gotcha games at once.
Yeah, so
I've
dump the other two.
I've tried like adding in a third, and I just like can't do it. I get so overwhelmed.
That's fair. I mean,
Like I'm even starting to get overwhelmed with two right now.
I can believe it. I mean, they're the kind of game like they're weird, like because like they're designed where like you can't play them 24/7, but also you have to be playing pretty close to 24/7, or at least they or like use all your energy constantly or whatever they make you play by.
Yeah. For Honkai Star Rail, it's kind of like a few kind of like 10 to 15 minutes a day.
Mm-hmm.
Except for like on like Monday or Tuesday when it's kind of like a bit longer.
Okay, sure.
Because there's like some weekly things that you have to do twice. So I usually do that. So I'm very casual when it comes to like playing the game right now. I've kind of like done everything that I can do, so I'm kind of just like waiting around.
Fair, fair.
And Blue Archive's kind of like the same way. I just kind of like just do dailies, and the dailies in that game kind of take around like 30 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
depending on the week.
Okay,
So
sure.
when I get done with those things, I have like nothing to do. So I've been kind of trying to find a game. I tried like Baldur's Gate 3. I was I thought it was okay, but I didn't really like get into it very
Gasp.
much. Yeah,
Blasphemer.
yeah, I know. That's a really hot take nowadays. If you did, but it's it's a good game. It's just I don't feel like it's a game for me. I think I have to do another session on it,
Mm-hmm.
but now I have to buy it, so I don't
Yeah.
want I don't want to spend $60 on a video game.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of a lot. I mean, depending on the game, but
What I really want to play is I really want to play Elden Ring again, but I'm kind of like waiting on the new DLC whenever the new DLC is going to come out.
yo, you could play co-op mode with us.
No,
It's organized chaos.
no,
Loosely
it's
organized chaos.
it's too easy. It makes the game way too easy. I
It
can't do it.
really isn't making it much easier, I don't think. There's a putrid tree spirit that was whooping us for like 2 hours.
Oh, one of those things.
Yeah, they're squiggly. And those Godskin Apostle guys, those guys suck too.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So, how about yourself? Like, how's everything?
Pretty good. Like I was saying earlier, like I've been sick, but I'm mostly over it now. Um,
Yeah.
Work has actually slowed down. Um, to pretty like it's been great for me. I'm not maybe my boss is a little bit stressed, but the last couple weeks have been pretty. It's probably just because of the holidays. People don't like to demo their houses for some reason during Thanksgiving, so
Yep.
So we had a bit less work going on. We're getting it's kind of picking back up this week, but it's still like it's been nice. Like I'm working like 7 or 8 hours a day rather than like 9 or 10 the way I was for a while,
Yeah.
and so it's been great for me. I feel like I'm
Well, that's good.
actually not like overly exhausted when I come home, and I have time. Right, I feel like I have more time to do things. So uh,
Yeah, do more YouTube things or
yeah, I'm trying to be, and I don't know if I'm gonna get a video out this week, but I'm trying to get out like one video every week, and then I'm trying to like just like do general like tidiness. Like I'm trying to get little things fixed up on the streams, little things fixed up on Discord, little things fixed up like on the channel, like making sure
yeah,
everything's like all updated.
yeah.
It's one of those like it's like one of those like weird like I feel like my streams have like developed like feature creep. Like there's like so many like random things I've added over the months that I like forget about after like halfway implementing them.
Yeah.
And now I'm trying to go back in and actually make sure everything works and is actually things that people can mess with. But yeah, it's been good. Like can't complain. I even watched an anime the other day.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Which one did you watch?
Just one of the weeklies, but I did watch one more episode of it. So,
Was it the apothecary one?
not the apothecary. I was watching Hundred Girlfriends, trying to. So I'm not fully caught. I'm still a few episodes behind, but
Okay. I kind of want to watch it, but I haven't got around to it yet.
yeah, apothecary has been quite good. I do like that one. Like, it's it's a very different kind of show, which it's you know it's kind of rare to see like I don't know a fairly unique show these days. It feels like the majority of like seasonal anime is like either heavily inspired by or just like a straight rip off of like some previous season's anime.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, there's an oversaturation right now.
which I mean, it's kind of unfortunate. That's kind of how anime is lately. It's like whenever there's like a breakout hit of a show, there's always like four more shows the next year that are like that same show but like slightly different.
Yep.
And they just kind of keep doing that till they've fully milked the concept to the point where like even the original show kind of isn't fun to watch anymore.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you know,
I've been having a lot of fun with a few. Like Free Ren has been like so amazing.
yeah, I keep seeing
Um
memes about that one.
and then um I believe it's called, yeah, it's Ancient Magus Bride. Yeah,
Mm,
that one has been like super good too. Like every week is just so intense, and I keep up with that one every week. Um Dr. Stone has been really great too.
nice,
That's
nice.
another one I look forward to. Uh yeah, like those three are honestly my favorite this season. Has me looking forward to each one, and yeah. Oh, and also Spy Family, also Spy Family. But I'm like 3 episodes behind in Spy Family. Um,
You'll never. How do you know what happens next then?
I've read the manga. I've read the manga,
What if Yor dies? You need to know,
but I've read the manga.
so you know she dies.
But yeah, part of me is kind of like hoping that this arc is gonna be that the anime's covering will be done, so I could just watch the anime in a row, so I don't have to worry about you know
Sure.
cliffhangers and stuff like that. Because
Yeah.
doing this cliffhanger thing with Ancient Magus Bride every week is like crushing my soul at the moment.
Yeah. See, that's why you only watch half the episode. And then next week, you watch the rest of the half of the episode, then you watch the first half of the new episode.
No, I'm not like you.
It works though. You
It
miss
doesn't.
you resolve cliffhangers without starting new ones.
Yeah,
It's way less stressful to watch shows that way.
I see. I see.
It works. I was doing that with ReZero actually, like legitly, before I completely gave up. Worked.
Yeah, it's so sad that you gave up on ReZero. That was such a good show.
I I so badly stopped caring so fast, but I might go back to it. Looks like I was really interested in the concept of it, as far as like what was going to happen next. But like it was getting to the point where it was like there were so many characters like I absolutely couldn't stand,
Yeah,
and so I was like it was like losing the motivation to find out what happened next. But
that's understandable. I think the show is pretty okay until it gets to season two, and then season two is where it really shines.
hmm, and I haven't
But that
quite
is
made
just
it to
me.
that. So I
Yeah,
mean I might go back to it because I only hear good things about it. So it's like I feel like if I make it to that point, then maybe I'll be able to enjoy the ride better.
yeah.
But
So,
anywho,
what is our topic today? What did we decide again?
yeah. So as everyone here knows, we plan all our episodes out weeks in advance. We're super well oiled machine here at Issei Pod LLC.
Yeah,
So yeah, we really well planned. Definitely not last second at all, but we're gonna be uh, kind of talking about like the cool anime objects that we have, I guess. And of course, we're gonna have a sweet slideshow because there's no better way to do it. Hatun says so
yep,
well planned. Thank you, Hatun. Also, Hatun is alive and Smo's having a good day, so that's good to hear.
yep,
But yeah, so that's kind of the idea here. So like Zaiga's got a bunch of pics of some of his stuff, and I've got a bunch of pics of some of my stuff, and we're just gonna go back and forth and kind of show things off. And I don't know, that's kind of the idea. Like picture that you're in first grade again, and that you've got the coolest turtle Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle action figure. You're ready to show off to the whole class. It's gonna be like that, but we're probably not in first grade anymore. At least agely, emotionally maybe, but Why would you be suspicious of my sweet figures, Satoon? All of the ones I've selected pictures for are totally within TOS. No problems. Nothing wrong
yeah.
here.
You just have a bunch.
That's fine. I
You
broke
have
it.
more than I do.
I think I've talked about this before. Like I had a real problem for like a year or so. Like I found out you could like buy figures used for relatively cheap prices. And we're just
Yeah,
like anything in general, honestly. Like I bought a bunch of like really cheap anime for shows I'd never even watched before, and other things that were ridiculous to spend money on. But um, okay. So this is how we're gonna do it, and I can't figure out how to. Hold on, just a second. I'm trying to. Oh my gosh, really? Can I preview? I don't know if this is gonna work. Let me see here if it does.
oh boy. So professional, right?
Preview doesn't work anyway. Okay. Ooh, okay. Excuse me. Sorry, I still have the coughs. So we're gonna do this. And then
This is so professional. I love it.
can I please? Oh my gosh! Can I? Can I? Can I? Can I? Can
All I
I?
see is Discord on your thing.
Oh my lord! Okay.
You're showing everyone my stuff before it even happens.
Yeah, I'm trying not to, and I wish it's not letting me. Why isn't it letting me like alter the size of the window?
I have no idea.
This is like it's letting me click on everything but what I want to click on, and I'm kind of annoyed. Okay. I'm going to literally I'm locking everything except for browser capture. I wish I knew how to preview things, but alas I
In
cannot.
Discord?
Huh?
In Discord?
Well, like on Discord, sure. I mean, I can do this, I guess. Let me see if that helps.
No, just like click on a you could do this how we did it before. Just click on one of your images
Right, I've got it clicked.
and right click open link and then it will pull up in a tab in a browser tab.
Yeah, but it makes it that causes so many other problems. Like,
Oh, it
because
does.
it defaults to like Chrome, which then like slows everything down.
Oh,
Which I don't know why it won't just like let me. I can usually crop and zoom on things, but it's not letting me crop and zoom on this, which is really aggravating. Can I select this? Like, what is happening?
yeah, you could do that. That's my Homura figure, by the way. It's probably one of my best figures.
Okay, there we go. I finally.
It's very beautiful.
Oh
It's
my
it's
gosh.
huge though. It's huge because the wings are like this like massive like wingspan and I remember I think I got this figure for like 120 bucks maybe or I think it was maybe a little bit cheaper than that. It was used in a Neo in Japan. It's a
Right.
dust magnet though. It
Yeah.
really is a dust magnet. I'm looking at it right now and I need to like run it under some water.
Oh, that's why. I'm an idiot. Okay, I've solved the mystery. Yeah, hey, nice figure.
Yeah, it's from Maho Shoujo Madoka Magica. Probably one of my favorite animes. Behind it, you can see that I have the limited editions of all of um, Madoka Magica. Also, the limited edition of well, not a limited edition. I also have Gurren Lagann right next to it, Fate Zero right next to it, and then
You're getting a little
right next to
quieter,
that
are you?
is. Oh, sorry, my mic went a different direction. Is
It's
that
all
better?
good. Yeah, you're good. You're good. Yeah.
And then right after Fate Zero, I have the entire Monogatari series on Blu-ray. Yeah,
Ooh,
see those
fancy.
later. But
Very cool.
yeah,
This is a pretty sizable figure. Like, I remember when you got this.
yeah, it's probably my third favorite figure that I have.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, very nice.
I like it.
And Madoka is one of my favorite animes still. Um, it's been a long time since I've watched it. I really need to rewatch it, but um,
Gonna watch all 3 or 4 seasons they have now.
there's only one.
Yeah. No, I think there was a spinoff if I remember right.
Oh no, no, there wasn't. There was not a spinoff. spinoff doesn't exist.
I feel like I heard some really interesting things about it.
It wasn't so boring that I like literally fell asleep during an episode.
Yeah, they're just great for
Um,
insomnia.
but yeah,
But
the thing about Madoka for me is that its door was shut. My door is open for some reason. I don't want to get up and shut it.
weird. Oh,
Um, so the thing about Madoka for me is that I remember when it came out weekly, and that was like probably one of my favorite anime experiences. Doing weekly stuff.
sure, sure.
Uh, because if I remember like there was um like a website that every that people have made. It was like a wiki or something that had like all of the different theories for how the show would turn out because no one knew how it would turn out. There was no manga, it was all original. And so everyone was just like, "Oh, how is this going to turn out? This is really cool." And um there was all these like wild theories, and what made the theories go super crazy was um around when it was airing, the the last two episodes were about to be aired, and there was this giant cliffhanger. um I don't know, I believe it was episode like 9 maybe.
Sure.
um let me fact check this.
Yeah,
uh
it'd crush our stellar reputation if you had incorrect facts in an episode.
yeah, so the ooh, ooh, here we go.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Okay, it was episode 10. Episode 10 was um kind of like the last episode. It was this like big cliffhanger right at the end. And then right when that episode aired, the Toho earthquake incident happened. And the nuclear
Mm,
incident happened in Japan. And the last two episodes, the final two episodes were delayed. They were delayed
ooh,
like a month or so, or a month or two, because Japan was all going through that whole terrible crisis. And
right.
so during that time, everyone was just like just discussing theories over and over and over and over again. And then when the two episodes finally aired, it was just like this huge weight came off of everyone, and everyone was like so hyped. It was
Yeah,
a great day. It was a great day.
yeah. And then everyone's like, "Yeah, it was okay."
But yeah, yeah, that's my Homura figure.
Nice.
It's a reminder of those times.
Sure, sure. I remember you were so hyped when you found that thing.
Yeah,
You
I
were
wanted the Goddess Madoka one, but that one has just been way too expensive.
sure.
So
That's not surprising.
yeah,
Maybe
it's
someday
unfortunate. Yeah, I'm hoping one day I can get it, but
when you
if
make your
not,
millions.
but this one is just good for right now.
Fair, fair. It's a good one.
All right, let
Where
me
do
see some of yours.
one of mine? Are we taking turns after all?
Oh, oh no, no. Okay,
Or
then I guess I could go on with some more.
I mean, I was just like we can go either way, but
All right, so the next one I have is my Asuka figure. Whoop. It's the one. It's the second one. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, the
And
worst
then like
timeline I see.
behind her is the Monogatari series collection.
Naturally.
But I got this Asuka figure from Japan. I wanted an Asuka figure, and it was really hard trying to decide which one I wanted.
Hmm.
And I ended up getting the worst timeline one, but it looked the best.
The worst. It was the worst of times or the best of times.
Yeah, it's her from Evangelion 3.
Right. Everyone's
Um,
favorite.
yeah, if you ever want to hear about that, go find our old podcast and then listen to our episode about
Yeah,
it.
I think the podcast might actually be temporarily down.
Oh, it
Uh,
is?
until I might like repost it to YouTube because I realized it was costing me like $20 a month to keep that up on Spotify and other places.
Oh, really? You have to pay to keep it up?
Well, yeah, with the service we were using, like I mean, you can, I think like a SoundCloud maybe had like a weird limited free option. Most places have to pay,
Oh, okay.
and so I'm probably gonna I'll put all the episodes up on like on YouTube at some point soon maybe,
Okay.
but temporarily down.
Okay, cool.
Apologies.
So yeah, then after that figure, then I have my vanilla figure.
Oh, the next one. Sure, sure.
Yeah, next one.
Ew,
You go like
gross.
kind of like rapid fire for them.
Sure, fine. That's a good one.
I'm not gonna go over all the DVDs I have in the back. I've been trying to downsize um and sell some of them. But
Downsizing again.
yeah, I'm downsizing a whole lot. I want to get rid of a lot of my physical media unless it's like something that's like 10 out of 10 and I want to rewatch it a lot of times.
Sure, sure. I guess that kind of makes sense.
So yeah, I have two Nekopara figures and this is one of them. And then I have a Chocolo one, which is somewhere in these pictures. I don't remember where it is.
Uh, is it any of the pictures?
Um, it should be
I
maybe.
don't see it anywhere.
Oh, maybe I didn't send it. Oh well. Yeah, I got a chocolate vanilla figure, one of those pop-up parade figures,
Yeah.
and
And Hatun thought I was going to be sus this episode.
yeah, though these are not lewd ones. They're safe for work, which is nice.
Yeah, that's good.
Um,
Very important.
yeah, if you're ever looking for a cheap figure, I would look for the pop-up parade figures.
Mm-hmm.
Like go into like anyone that's watching right now, I would go into like either the Crunchyroll store or like Ami Ami or something like that, and then type in pop-up parade. Those are like really cheap figures, but they're really high quality.
Right. It's
And
a really good compromise.
yeah, it's a really good compromise. I believe this one was like I think it was either like $20 or $30, somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a fantastic figure.
No, it looks nice. Like
Yeah.
as somebody who loathes the existence of the series, it's a good
Yeah.
looking figure.
Yeah, it is.
So yeah, cool, cool.
And I like putting him next to my Xenos figure. Putting chocolate and vanilla next to my Xenos figure.
Sure.
I call it like my but Xenos's bodyguards, you know?
Yeah, as your OTP for the fanfic you're writing.
So this one's the Hachikuji figure that I have that I got from Japan.
It's a good one.
I want to eventually have like all the Monogatari girls
Right. That would be
in like
great.
a small figure. That would be fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, because all the
But
characters are so good on this show.
oh yeah, they are. And I saw this one for very cheap, so I got it. So
Fair.
yeah,
A good reason.
next.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you've played the monk quest, Zaiga.
I probably skipped cutscenes.
Yeah, well, like there's like two of the disciples. I can't remember what their actual names are because I kept calling them Chocola and Vanilla because I
Oh,
hated them.
really?
They were really obnoxious. So it was just like,
But chocolate and vanilla are the best characters.
no, that's why I honored them by naming them after characters I didn't like in a Final Fantasy game.
All right, well, you could go on to the next one.
Sure, sure. Wow, who's that tough looking guy?
Oh yeah, Xenos. That's from the Stormblood limited edition.
Oh, of the
It
critically
came,
acclaimed Final Fantasy 14.
yes.
Wow, I've heard of that game.
And despite what everyone says, um, Stormblood was probably my favorite expansion. Still is
Wow,
to this day.
wow, bold
So when I,
claims.
it's the it was it had like the best post patch stuff.
The
Had a
post
lot of
patch has been really
engagement.
interesting, to be fair.
Yeah, it had the best raid. It had the best 24 man, um, and it had the best relic quest. It also had the two ultimates. It was it was a fantastic time, and it was the time I raided in the most.
Hmm.
I loved every raid that I did. It has a special place in my heart for that. So I always keep the Xenos figure around, even though it's not my favorite version of him. It's still a
Sure.
nice figure. It's very detailed.
It's the muscly, buff, threatening one that you kind of first see him as.
Yeah, I do have another Final Fantasy 14 figure. I have the one from the Endwalker limited edition, which is the Warrior of Light in the Paladin costume.
Ooh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I have that one. Um, but it's still in a box because I
Ooh,
might sell it. So
wow. For a reasonable price?
yeah, hopefully for a reasonable
At
price.
fair market value?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Oh, and behind Xenos here, I have the entire Arya collection. Um, so Arya is probably one of my favorite series, and I have it all on in manga form, which is the one behind him there. And I also have the Blu-rays from the Kickstarter because they did a Kickstarter for the dub, and I backed that and got all the Blu-ray sets from them.
Nice, nice.
I also have the DVD sets, which are like in these nice little art boxes,
Hmm.
and um, yeah, they're in these nice art boxes, but they're in a box somewhere because they're
Fair.
just DVDs.
Sure, sure. That's still kind of cool, though. Tatoon had tried to acquire the EU figure, apparently, but was unsuccessful. Sad.
Oh yeah, I've been looking at the prices for it. I'm kind of like waiting until it goes up a little bit more
Yeah.
before I sell mine.
Yeah. Maybe seven or 800.
Maybe. No, not that much. Like 500. 400, 500 is fine enough for me.
Sure, sure.
I
Oh,
also
cool.
have right next to those Arya books, I have the Yoasobi albums, which I wish I would have like put them all out and like took a picture of them, but I've collected every single Yoasobi album that has been released.
Mm.
It's my duty to get every single one.
Every single one.
Yes. I even have their Blu-ray of one of their concerts,
Wow.
and um yeah, I love Yoasobi. They're my favorite band. They cannot make a bad song. It's literally impossible.
I believe in them.
Yeah. So yeah,
That's cool.
there's some of mine. Let's show some of yours now.
Sure, fine, fine. Uh, Here we'll start with what we have to start with. My waifu. I have a few figures for Kuroneko or Ruri, depending from Ori Emo.
Why are they still in boxes?
I have a problem where like I want to have the figure, and the thing is like I'm not gonna resell them. But there's like
Yeah,
still
they're
this
so
part,
far away.
huh?
They're so far away, like a tune set. They're so far away we can't see.
So far away. Yeah, they kind of are. I could you see here. I did actually. I guess I can't. I don't think I have a way to take better pictures at this point actually because my model camera is my phone. Um, so apologies for that. Can I zoom in further? I don't think I can.
Probably not.
So that's unfortunate. Oops. Um, so I did take individual pictures of each one, but I didn't want to send a million things to Discord all at once. But I didn't think that I wouldn't. I Anyway. I have many figures of. I guess I have 5. There's a few more out there that I want to get of Kuroneko, but I think I'm okay for now with what I have. I've got classic and cat made. I can't remember what the other ones are, just other ones, but anyway, Kuroneko's great. Order Emo, a 11 out of 10 series, as we all can agree.
Nope.
Speaking of, actually, I may as well show off this hotness. I've got season 1, season 2, and the happy end uh, dating sim for PS3. The tune
Yep,
Don't Be
you
Mean.
do.
And someday I'm going to find an excuse for us to play happy end on stream, and it's going to be the best time ever.
Oh my goodness, you should definitely subject everyone to do that.
I think it would be great. We can all. I mean, we're probably going to have to choose the Kuroneko route. I don't know if that's really negotiable, but maybe
Yeah,
people
that
can
is.
help us choose dialogue. Or we could choose the Kirino if there's no, if people want us to go for Kirino. I understand that everyone thinks she's
Ew.
best girl.
Ew. Ew.
No, it's fine. It's rated C for some people. I think that's a C. I I'm,
I
I'm
still I still
I
remember when you bought that.
the cashier looked so disappointed in me. It's one of my cherished memories from Japan.
Yeah. I remember when you walked in the store and then you saw that and I'm like, don't you dare get that.
Yeah.
Don't you dare. And I kept like whispering, muttering under my breath as you were going to the register. I was like, don't do this, don't do this.
worth worth every penny. I think it wasn't even very much like relative to like because like it's like a pretty nice like box set version of the game.
Yeah.
I think it was pretty cheap probably because nobody wants that game. I'm reasonably sure it's not a good game, but hey, I have it. Oh, it came with like a bunch of like audio dramas, which I thought was awesome. It
Oh,
came with like
really?
a little like art booklet and audio dramas, and
That's
it came
pretty
with like a
nice.
Blu-ray, so you can like in case you just like want to watch the game instead of play it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. At least like
Hmm.
for like all the fully animated scenes are on the Blu-ray at least. Like I don't think you can like experience like every single cutscene,
Okay, okay.
but you know, pretty sweet. So that's critically important.
I
Uh
will not get your fascination with that show.
it's
I don't
so
think I ever
good.
will.
It's so good. How does not everybody love it so much? And then here I have One Piece figures. I have a Buggy the Clown and a Hawkeye Mihawk. Which actually, I think you gave me the Hawkeye, didn't you?
Yes.
It's a very nice figure.
Yeah.
And
I
then
was
I
trying
got
to downsize.
that's fair. And I got Buggy for like I think like $5 at Neo. So it was a very good
That
price.
that Hawkeye figure, I got it from a random person. We like got invited into his house, and then he had like Dragon Ball merch everywhere, One Piece merch everywhere. He was like a diehard fan, and he like was like, "Here, take this," because we were talking about One Piece, and I was talking about how much I liked it, and he was super impressed. And then he was like, "Here, take this figure, take this figure. I don't want it."
How can you not
And I
want a
was like, "Are you
Hawkeye?
sure?" I was like, "Are you sure?" And he's like, "No, just take it, take it, take it." I was like, "Okay."
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I had it for a while. Then I gave it to you since you said you wanted it.
I think yeah, because I remember because I like Hawkeye's probably like one of my favorite characters. I mean, I guess villain question mark.
Villain question mark.
He's a really interesting character. Like, hey,
Too bad.
Eagles.
Too bad Lala isn't here to
Yeah, Lala's missing
see
out.
your figures.
I've been bragging about these two figures because she said these like one of the, like some of the only characters she doesn't have figures of from One Piece. So Eagles has no merch or anime games. Oh no, so sad. It's not a cheap hobby to get into, Eagles. You might be better off, honestly.
That's very true.
Yeah, so
It is an expensive hobby.
yeah, so that's Buggy and Hawkeye, best of friends. I'm sure they would be in the show. Um, let's see here. I got my two. I
Like,
probably should maybe I'll do like an unboxing stream sometime where like I actually open up all these boxes and figures. I got my two Siesta figures here. I got classic Siesta, her classic outfit, and I have a swimsuit Siesta. But to be fair, it's because it came with the Blu-ray. It was like a limited edition like box that kind of like one package, one deal. I didn't get
sure,
to choose the figure, unfortunately.
sure.
But
Where's the third siesta figure? I thought you got a third one.
I I thought I did. I think I must not have done it because I know. Well, actually, I think I remember what happened is I was because I'd bought this one like the Blu-ray set, and I was wanting to get like another Siesta figure. And at the time, the only Siesta figure that was available for pre-order was like a cat-made version of Siesta.
Yeah, I thought you got that one.
I did pre-order it, um, but I think I ended up. I could double check it. I mean, I don't think I got it. I think I canceled it because I ended up getting this like this classic version ended up being available for pre-order like shortly after.
Oh,
So I think I ended up pre-ordering this. I could double check. I didn't really look in my closet too. I might have a third one, maybe. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I don't. Yes, yes to affirm the detective is already dead. My second waifu. Unfortunately, she is already dead, so it would be hard to date.
she's taking an eternal siesta, if you would say.
Yeah, she earned it. She yoku gambated. Anyway, so that's them's. Is that your turn again or
Oh, you could keep going.
sure? Here, this is very important. I have my Kuma 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 bear figure. This is probably the most expensive figure I have right here. Like it's not hard, it's not easy to tell, but like this box is chonkin. It's a big old figure.
So, out of all your figures, is this the one that was the most expensive?
Yeah, because I think I bought it brand new and it's a 1/7 scale figure, so it's like pretty sizable. It's also got like removable pieces, and so
Okay.
you can have the bear costume off or on, um, which is in retrospect that's really odd because like this is like a TVG show, and so I don't know why there's an option for her not to be in the bear costume. Anyway, it's fine. Um, yeah, so I got Yuna, and then I also have Yuna, and another one. I think this one came with one of my Blu-rays that I pre-ordered,
It looks like a pop-up parade.
or maybe it's not a. Is it a pop-up? I don't think so. It's
That
like a
is a pop-up parade. It looks just like a pop-up parade.
Popuo.
Yeah, it says pop-up parade right there.
Oh, there you go. That's what it is then. I don't know where I got it. I buy things and forget. Important thing is I have it, and it's a great figure. I assume I haven't opened the box.
You really need to open these boxes. Like, why keep them in a box?
We'll unbox them later. We'll do an incredible. As soon as I get like a GoPro that I can stick on my forehead, we'll do an unboxing stream.
Yeah.
It's what everyone really demands, I'm sure. They want to see my sweet figures. Yeah, so that's my two Yunas that I have from Kuma 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 Bear, which might
Yeah.
actually be my favorite show of all time. Like
Really?
what
Is it getting there?
with season 2, like season 2 is really good. Like I I was so happy watching season 2. And I think season 3 has been actually, may as well while we're on the topic. This is all the I got the first 6 manga plus a spin-off manga plus the first 2 volumes of the light novel series, all
Oh wow.
in Japanese. And
It's cool that you get them all in
I've
Japanese.
got literally everything in English on ebooks. But yeah, it's a good show. Eagles says if I can do an MSQ, then he's down for an unboxing stream. See, Eagles understands the importance of farming content and delaying playing 14. Really asking why they would sell a figure that's able to have the clothes taken off. I mean, I understand that that's a pretty large genre of figure, and to be fair, I'm reasonably sure Yuna cannot be fully declothed. Um, but it's weird because like this really is like a series that's like not not that kind of series at all. Like the fan service episode they had in season 2 that I love to death was like Yuna showed off like a little bit of ankle, and that's like the most like skin that's been shown in the whole series. Like not even exaggerating. And so it's like really like anti fan service kind of show. So it's just odd that the figures don't
There
be the
hasn't
same.
been a there hasn't been a beach episode or a hot springs episode yet.
I mean, there was an episode at a beach. Um, she was in the bear outfit the whole time though.
Oh really?
She's like I think part of like why I like her so much is she's kind of like agoraphobic, and the bear outfit kind of serves to like let her like I don't know, be like sheltered from the world in a way because like
Okay.
it's so like big, it like hides her kind of.
Yeah.
And so like even out like in public and like pretty much any scenario, like she's always like in it.
Okay.
But
I guess I could go over a couple of mine now.
sure, sure. You want me to just like continue down the line, or you have like any you
Yeah,
want to
continue down the line. Yes.
down the line? I don't know who this is. Probably a terrible show.
Oh, this one. Yeah, this one is from the Garden of Sinners. It's by probably one of my favorite characters of all time. I don't know if I've talked about her on this podcast before. Maybe I
Um,
have.
I think maybe like in passing. I don't know if you've really gone in depth with it. Like maybe during like the
Yeah,
waifu episode.
yeah. Her name is Rogi Shiki, and she's probably one of the most interesting characters in the Fate Nasuverse, whatever. Um, she has like multiple personalities. She has like a girl personality, a guy personality, and then like a neutral godlike personality.
Wow, she's like sensui.
Yeah, and the whole series is kind of about her and the male personality and the female personalities conflicts in some
Hmm.
ways. and she also has this really cool ability to see like death lines everywhere.
Hmm.
And if she like cuts that line, then that thing dies or something like that.
Okay.
And the whole series is kind of like this. It's like different movies, and the movies are kind of like mystery kind of a thing that happens around like magic and stuff.
Hmm.
Really good series. It's just a series of movies. I think six
Okay.
movies or something.
Oh wow. Okay.
So very good, very good. And this is probably my second favorite figure that I have. I've had it for the longest. I remember I bought it like in 2012, 2013. It was probably the first figure that I owned.
That's like pre-internet. That's crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
But
So yeah,
cool.
it's really beautiful up close, and she has like a sword, and I love the kimono. It's really nice.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And then the next one, I don't remember. Next one, I should pull this up while you do
Wow,
it.
you got a Demon Slayer figure. That's really cool. I like that.
Do you? Or are you
Yeah.
being ironic? Are you being ironic?
No, no, that's clearly the subject of the photo, right?
No, no, it's not.
Oh,
Uh, so
is that
yeah, I
the thing
have
behind
this.
him?
Yes, which is one of the Hollow Live VTubers.
A
Now this
VTuber.
is now this is a touchy subject because I'm not really a fan of Hollow Live anymore. But I got her. I still like her as a streamer. She's really great as a streamer. Her name is Minato Aqua.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I got this figure. It was really expensive. This figure.
Yeah.
I
Like
think it was around
$100.
like $200.
All right.
Um, it's a very good figure. Um, she's the only one that I'm subscribed to at the moment from Hololive. I fell out of the hole a long time ago, and I have no desire to get back inside of the hole.
Yeah, I mean VTubers are pretty cringe.
Yeah, I mean, I'm talking to one right now, and it's really cringe. So.
No, I'm based.
But yeah, I don't really keep up with them anymore, but I really enjoy Aqua as a character. I was gonna get her there was this really nice dress figure, but it was so expensive and I just couldn't afford it at the time. I couldn't pull the trigger.
Hmm. That's fair.
So I settled with this one and it's really nice. I like it.
Yeah, it looks like a nice one.
Yep, and then I have that little Tanjiro figure that I got from a it was one of those gotcha things.
Hmm.
What do you call them? Like you
Like the
put the
crane
money in
games?
and yeah, yeah, kind of like that. But for you like put money in and then you twist the thing and then a thing pops out.
Oh, sure. One of those like I think it's like just like they're like prize figures, right?
Yeah, they're like prize figures. And it was like a prize figure that I got in Japan for doing the thing. At least I think so.
Okay.
So then I have this like little like fish thing right next to Tanjiro there. It has like a fortune in it that I got from a place in Hiroshima, I think.
Hmm.
I think it was a temple in Hiroshima.
Okay.
So yeah.
Very cool.
And next to her, I have my CD collection. You can see that I have the used best
Oh.
album.
Oh, sure, sure.
But
Right there.
but there isn't. I have another picture later on with with partially my CD collection. But
Fair, fair, fair.
um, so the next
The
picture I
next one.
have is Oh, this is my favorite figure that I have.
Favorite
It's
figure.
it's it's my favorite figure, and it's on my desk,
Yeah, so you
like
can
next to my, so I can admire it.
stare at it lovingly.
Yeah, this is my Kato Megumi picture
I don't even know who that is, but that looks.
from How to Raise a Boring Girlfriend.
I don't even know what that is, but okay. I'm glad you're happy.
I've talked about this show before. I talked about how I thought it was so amazing, and that she was like my favorite character.
I was carefully listening the whole time. I was just
Oh
testing
my
you.
goodness, you don't even remember? I've talked about this for so long.
No, I super remember, of course, the Sakura, the girl. I
Megumi.
Megami. What's her name?
Yes.
Megami. All right, but she's
Dude,
pink.
I like said this multiple times, like at my like favorite anime of all time, and also like favorite characters of all time when we were talking. We recorded this.
Yeah, of course we did, buddy. I I super remember this. I'm sorry.
Oh my
I'm
goodness. How
so
could you do this to me?
sorry.
How could you do this to me?
Anyway, she's super boring. What's the appeal?
Yeah, I love her as a character, and this one was probably the coolest looking figure.
Fair.
It was relatively expensive, but not too expensive. Um, and yeah, I was extremely happy to get this one. She's fantastic. I'm kind of like itching to rewatch the series again.
Yeah,
You
fair,
see my
fair.
terrible cable management in the background. I am really sorry for that.
I didn't want to say anything, but you know,
And
I mean, I can't really like say like my cable management is all over the place.
yeah, and my screen management is also really bad. I kind of need something to prop up one of my screens so it's not like as low as the other one. But
Right. Got to get those like sweet like desk arms,
yeah, maybe.
or just like a couple of
I think I'm
books.
getting a different desk here soon.
Oh, really?
So yeah, one with a lot more space. So um anywho,
Oh, very
the
cool.
next one
The next one
is
is
a bunch of my like smaller figures
these
inside of a
fools.
box. Yeah. So here in the box, I have a couple things. From left to right, the farthest left is a limited edition figure from Ado. It's a artist who um, she's most known right now for doing the music for One Piece film Red.
Okay.
I don't know if anyone has seen it here, but yeah, she did all the songs for that, and she had an album before that, out for that One Piece album, and it came with a figure of her.
Hmm.
So it's not the best figure ever. It's kind of really terrible, but it's kind of just nice as a uh oh yeah, I Apple I love that song too. Like I that album that song is on is the one I got this figure from.
Okay.
Yeah, I got the limited edition of that album, and it came with this. So I'm really happy about that one. Then I have another Aqua figure, Nendroid,
Naturally. Naturally.
and then next to the Aqua Nendroid, I have Kaine and a Mule and Nendroid. I kind of like the Nendroids because they're so customizable. I wish I had more of them, but uh, I haven't been able to get a lot of figures recently. So,
Sure.
and then I got two Gunpla, which I got from Japan. One was
Oh, Gunpla.
free.
Wow, that's a
Yeah.
good price.
The smaller one was one that I got for free when I went into this Gundam uh event or something like
Hmm.
that,
Okay.
where there was this like life-size Gundam and it moved and stuff like that. And then the one next to it was a Gunpla that I bought there, and I bought it because I was like, oh, I really want a Gunpla. I've always wanted to like try it out just to see what it's like.
Yeah,
And yeah,
that's cool.
some other things in there that you can't really see. I have like a glow stick for the Aquars concert. No, I don't think it's Aquars concert. I think it's Layla
Layla,
from Love Live Sunshine, Love Live Superstar.
Futurama.
Yeah,
Okay.
the Idol show, the Idol anime.
Sure, sure. Okay.
And then behind there is the Ado album limited edition. I need to find a better place for it so it's like on display, 'cause I love that album so much. And then right in the front is a little card, a metal card that I got from the Suzume Blu-ray.
Oh, okay, that's what those little cats are like. Those look really familiar.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's from the Suzume
Oh,
thing.
Suzume was real good.
Yeah.
Can't wait for the sequel.
Anyway, after that, I have my Anya figure.
Wow, that's a really good figure.
Yes, this is probably one of my favorite figures.
That's like
Period.
quality. Like,
Yeah, you have the best dog
yeah,
and Anya together. So
yeah. I mean, that's like that's a great. I like that one a lot.
yeah, it was kind of hard to get. I was like searching around for it because it was a Crane Game one. You try to get it from a Crane Game. But
Uh,
luckily, there was a store like around Akihabara that had like a bunch of Crane Game stuff that people were selling, and then this was there, and I like grabbed it and then took it. It
that's
was pretty
sick.
cheap.
Eagles approves. That's good.
Yes, best dog. Bond was my favorite part about it because I was like, I really want to figure with Bond in it because he's the
Right.
best dog.
He's great, and like I can't imagine there's a ton of Bond figures. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
and
that.
then you could see like right next to Anya, I have a another Monogatari figure.
Yep. Safely contained
Hanekawa
within a
Tsubasa.
box.
Yeah, she's been in that box for ages.
Yeah.
I don't know why she's in there, but I'm dealing with it.
It keeps us all safe.
Yes.
But
Um, After that, I have a bit of other stuff that I've collected. Um, you could click on the Your plushie that I got.
your
Got this.
plushie.
I got this Your plushie.
That's a nice
It's
plushie.
I got that from doing a crane game.
Oh, nice.
I was in Hiroshima doing a crane game and it wouldn't go, and then I had to go ask for help. So I was like, please help. I've sunk almost $20 into this.
Just like asked for mercy.
And then they came and moved it, and then I got it, and I was like, oh, awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is really cute. I love it. I love it.
That's pretty sick.
And then above that, I have kind of like some of the manga I have. I have the Spy Family manga.
Right.
Um,
You got
all
like
that's
all of them.
released. Yep. I pre-order every single one that comes out, and then they just get sent to me whenever
There
they
you
come
go.
out. So I have 1 through 10, and then I have 1 through 17 of Don't Toy with Me, Miss Nagatoro in Japanese.
Great choice.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite mangas. So, and I want to get them all in Japanese. So, plus it provides a lot of color to my shelf. I
It
like the color.
does. It's kind of nice. Like you don't. See that too often where they like mix up the color schemes and
Yeah. And then the one right next to it is kind of like the lewd manga that I have. Kind of lewd. I think it is lewd. Yeah, it definitely is lewd.
gasp.
It's the one I forgot the English title, but it's about the couple, newlywed couple trying to get to know each other more. And yeah, I have all that.
Cool, cool.
And then the picture underneath it, oh, no, not that one.
CDs.
Uh, oh no, I don't have a picture of it. I do have a one underneath my family stuff. I have all of the Angel Next Door spoils me rotten,
Oh,
and
right.
I think you could see it in the your picture, the your plushie.
Right, kind of. I definitely see the volume one right there.
Yeah, I have volume one on display in the front of the Angel Next Door. And right next to it, I have My Dress Up Darling, all in Japanese,
Oh, what a choice.
all of the volumes. And yeah, my last two pictures after that are my CD collection.
Great choice.
Uh, I have on display the Henri album that I really love. If you really want a good city pop album, that album is incredible.
Okay.
I also have a bunch of these are like probably my favorite albums I have on here. I'm not going to go through all of them, but I do have nearly all of the Final Fantasy 14 albums on there. I'm missing two or three Final Fantasy 14
Man,
albums.
fake fan.
Yeah, I know. I really need to get them sometime. Like, yeah,
Wait, Zaiga, your friends with Naoto?
Naoto. Which one are you talking about? Who's
No,
that?
that's what Hatun says.
Which one? Is that again?
I can't believe you don't know who Naoto is.
I don't.
You said you're such a fan.
I don't remember it. Hatun, can you enlighten me? Uh, but
Everyone
yeah,
knows.
there's a bunch of other albums that I collect from different artists, like Yorushika or Sangatsu no Fantasia, or oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, no, okay, senpai. Okay, yeah.
They're from
Okay,
Nagatoro, who I
yeah.
don't look like or resemble in any sort of personality fashion.
Yes, you do. You're just like him.
Completely opposite. I'm way too
No,
alpha, possibly even sigma.
no, you are the exact same.
It's not true.
Oh, and something really cool on this display, right next to the Henri album,
Hmm.
is a album that I made. It's not really
Wow.
an a seat like music that I made. It's more of like a playlist that I made. And then
Okay.
my brother, for Christmas, a couple Christmases ago, he uh drew me an album artwork for
That's
it
cool.
because I really liked this playlist that I made, and it's probably one of my favorite playlists that I made. And he was like, "Yeah, I'll make you a album artwork for it," because he's a really good drawer, and
A
so
drawer. Yeah, yeah.
drawer, artist, whatever.
I liked it the first way, but yeah, okay. I gotcha.
Yeah, I could
That's
go
really
over
cool
like
though.
all of my CDs, but I have so many. It's so hard
Yeah, I
to say
know.
which.
Like maybe one of these days we'll do it. But like J-pop is like really one of your jams in terms of like the number of artists you know in like the just like Japanese music is
Oh yeah,
astonishing to me.
yeah. I could talk for ages about Japanese music. I collect all the albums that I really like. as well as other ones. I mostly just collect albums that have really like touched me or really like helped me grow into who I am. So each album that I have has like some history to me. So
It's really cool.
yeah. And then my final picture is what I have on display out on top of my bookshelf. I have the Yoasobi's first album on here. Then there's a Yoasobi album behind it, and then Porter Robinson's Nurture. I got limited edition,
Wow.
and which is a vinyl. And then I have Plastic Love, that on vinyl as well.
Wow.
It's unopened, and I don't think I'll ever open it. But when I saw there was Plastic Love on vinyl, I was freaking out, and I put it off for so long to get it, and then I looked one day and it was out of print, and I what panicked. So I like ordered it on the site through their proxy service,
Mm-hmm.
and they found one and then they sent it to me. So I got extremely lucky.
Wow.
Yeah, I agree. Porter Robinson is amazing. Like Nurture is probably my favorite CD of all time. Uh, and I love every single song on it except for maybe like one, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, when I got that on limited edition vinyl, that was a day. Even though
Nice.
I haven't really opened it or have played it on anything, I love it. I love it.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Other little things on here, I have a little Kirby mug that I got from a Kirby cafe in
Nice,
Japan,
nice.
and yeah, that's
Very
about it.
cool. Very nice. I like it. You
Yeah,
get
if you ever want a good song, if you've never heard of Plastic Love before, um, like search for Maria Takeuchi Plastic Love. That's probably one of my favorite songs of all time. It's it's a beautiful song. All right.
I'm guessing
What are
that's how it's
your
spelled.
final ones?
My final
Yeah.
ones.
My,
That's a good question.
I think that's close. I think that's close.
Did I spell it wrong?
I think you did.
Don't look. I don't know how to spell in Japan. I know how to spell Maria the way it was intended by the Lord
It's
above.
Mari Mariya. Yeah.
Hey, Sir Goodsworth. I'm being criticized for being too good for this world. Um, yeah, let me continue with the last couple of things I've got I haven't shown yet. Coincidentally, I also have a Hachikuji figure. I don't know if this is the
Yes.
same one. I think it's a different one.
It's a different one.
Slightly different. Yeah, that's because, I mean, similarly, I'd like to eventually get all the figures, or like collect all the girls, and probably even like one of what's his name as well,
Araragi.
Aragi. Because I think, I mean, again, like the whole cast of that show is just phenomenal. But then Hachikuji's probably like my favorite
Yeah.
because she's very funny, and I love that her running gag is that she can't pronounce his name right. It absolutely kills me. So yeah, so she's great. Great show. Already talked about it a little bit, so I can move on quick. I've got a C2 figure from Code Geass.
I'm actually really surprised
So I mean,
that
so the
you have it.
main reason I got this is like it was extremely cheap. Again, it was I got this at the same time I think I got Buggy. It was like $5, and it's also like it's not like I would have preferred like I usually like to get like the original costume like or like the in show outfit of the character. And I don't know if she ever wore this in the show that I can remember. But like it's a really good figure of C2, and she's a good character from the show. Like the show, like Code Geass is a classic in C2. Um, wasn't was this not a huge character in the show? Weirdly enough, at least that was mostly around just to criticize Lelouch and make fun of him. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just one of those things where it's like this was like pretty early on, like when I was staying in Japan. So it was like it was a character I recognized for cheap. So I was like, I'll grab it. And also, it's a good one. I like it. And then I've got all of the important girls from K-On! Dressed up in. This is like one of the rare exceptions I made as far as like outfits. Um,
You don't even have Yui. Where is Yui?
Here's the let me explain. So here's the problem. Like this is the Alice in Wonderland set that they did.
Yeah.
I was able to get these for as a one set for like $80, I think. But then just getting Yui by herself because she's like a double size figure from these ones because she was like the centerpiece of the set. She costs like I think closer to 200 even used, and so like I want to grab it eventually because I really like the Alice in Wonderland KO set. I mean I like Alice in Wonderland. I like fairy tales. So it's a really cute set for the characters, and I'll eventually I'll get a Yui. I'm hoping to maybe like find one for slightly cheaper. Um, yeah, because it's got Moogie and the other ones. Ooh, I think she starts with an A, and that
Okay.
one starts with an R. Rio,
Oh my gosh, you have the figures and you don't even remember their
and
names.
this is Azunyan. I can't remember what her real name is.
Oh my gosh.
this
What is this? What is this timeline?
this is the waifu girl that they make a club out of, and she gets embarrassed. Um, you know, like it's a really good show. That's why I bought the figures. Really memorable, distinct characters.
Oh my
Um,
goodness.
it's solid all around. I also don't have the main character from the show, so it's a good set.
I'm
Um,
so disappointed in you. Like,
look, all I can do is my best, and don't judge me for that.
it's Moogie. Then the next one right next to it is Mio. Then the one right
Oh,
next to that is Ritsu. And
Ritsu,
then it's Azusa.
Azusa. That's right. It was an R. It was an RI. I was pretty close with Rio. I remember Yui always calls her Azunyan. I don't think I've heard her real name in years. Um, and then yeah, Kuromiya. You're right. So good.
That was such a good show.
I great stuff. Honestly, like the Kaon is great. I would love if they did a series for what's the spinoff? It's called like Wakaba Girls, I think.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It was like wasn't really a spin-off. It was
It's just like the
like
sequel series, kind of.
yeah, it was a sequel series. But they never like I don't know why they haven't really released it. It would really do well, I think.
I mean, considering that they're still making Kaon figures and still making a bundle every time, it is kind of shocking. But
Mio used to be like my favorite character of all time.
that's Mia. That's right. Whatever. Oh,
I, I
she's
remember
okay.
I remember when KO in season 2 was airing.
Yeah.
So a little backstory on this is
Wow.
that when KO in season 2 was airing, I was a complete degenerate and I went to like the fan sub site and I was just like refreshing and typing, being like, "You better release the episode right now."
Oh, you were that guy in
I,
the forum.
I, yeah, there were a bunch of us because there was this one website where these guys were just like memeing the people who made uh, the fan sub,
Mm-hmm.
and so they like to joke around, and then there was a lot of us that were just like in on it as well, and I remember like refreshing their page, download it, watch it, and then talking about it
Great.
to the people on this like fan sub site. Sadly, they're not in business anymore, or they haven't been doing anything anymore.
Oh, sure. That does happen with this
But
fan subgroups over time.
oh yeah, definitely. So, uh, yeah, that was really fun to watch weekly. It was great.
It's a good show. It's solid.
Yeah,
And Goodsworth, I'm absolutely these are absolutely going to be in my will. I'm going to give them to either my favorite grandchild or my least favorite grandchild. Not sure. Depends on how things go. But no, there'll be a very specific no sell clause. You just have to pile up the junk in your house.
yeah,
Yeah, my sweet K-owned collection. And then I forgot about these. I have some Kingdom Hearts 2 figures. I've got Mickey fighting a Heartless. I've got Jack Sparrow and a pile of money. I've got a Roxas missing a hand. I'm really sad about that. I don't know what happened to the hand. It's just gone. Like it never was. I don't know what happened. I'm really bummed about that. But I got like this bundle of figures again for like I think $8. Like you can find such awesome things for so cheap in Japan.
yeah,
Just bury the figures with you. If I
yeah.
convert to Egyptism, then I'll definitely do that.
Yeah, I know someone was saying like about like how like figures are kind of like expensive and stuff nowadays, but if you ever end up going to Japan like at any time, like going through like all of their like cheap figures and stuff like that, there's a bunch of like used places where they buy and sell used ones, and they're usually for super cheap.
Yeah, it's crazy sometimes. Like you can get really cool stuff.
Yeah, I remember when I think I found those, and then I was like, here, you take them,
Yeah,
because you liked Kingdom Hearts more than I did.
I mean, Kingdom Hearts is a series I have some grievances with, but Kingdom Hearts 2 is just solid all around. It's still a very fun game in my mind. But yeah, I was super stoked. And it's even like it's like three of like the cooler characters from the show, you know?
Yoink.
No, you can't. Who yoinked them? I can't see that information apparently. Give them back. I think the series might be worse. I mean, that's the thing is like some of the stuff like will get more valuable with time. Some of it will like remain kind of like trash, but you never know.
Yeah, you never
Yeah.
know.
And then let's see here. I've got my Kuma 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 Bear season 1 Blu-rays from Japan. That cost entirely too much money. And I got the first volume like limited edition, comes with like an art book and a bunch of other. I think it comes with like a full on like pillowcase or something like. It's like a big old box or something. I've never opened any of this because again I have a problem. Goods with how could you yoink? That's so rude. As I got season 1 of Kuma 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 Bear. I've got season 2 of Kuma 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 Bear Panchi.
Oh, you have season two as well? Okay.
Yeah, I got all season 2. For some reason, season like or like volume 3 is the only one that had like a special edition version.
Yeah.
Like and I checked like there wasn't even like special like it's not like I missed the early ones like they just didn't exist. Like I think they didn't think that anyone was going to buy season 2 stuff. But I think the first ones like sold so well that that was really loud. Um they did finally do like a limited edition one for volume 3 because I think they realized there's enough demand for it. So, and actually, I think episode 12 of season 2 confirmed that there would be a season 3. Like, I don't know, for some reason, like with season 2, like it seemed like they gave up on thinking that anyone wanted any more, but turns out there's a bunch of demand for it. So I'm hoping Applejack says Jeebers. Yeah, it's kind of loud. I suspect Jen with his million points or whatever he gave himself. I found out that mods can give themselves points on my stream, and it's been a problem.
Oh, really?
But yeah, season two is great. I've got The Detective is Already Dead, all three volumes from season one on Blu-ray. Great, great show. 12 out of 10. Would
Season two will be coming next year.
yeah, yeah. I can't recommend the show enough. I would watch Siesta Die again and again. It's so good. I actually really need to rewatch this one. I've rewatched, and this isn't a joke. I've rewatched episode two probably like 6 or 7 times. Episode two is like my favorite, but the whole series is great. I guess the whole season one.
Yeah.
Hatun says, "But the detective is dead." Yeah, exactly. She dies, and then the show goes on, and then she dies, and the show goes on, and she dies, and the show goes on, and it's a cycle of grief. It's great. I mean, I've talked about the show a bunch. It's a good show. It's one of the best written like in terms of like the I don't know, the episode content of the show. Like it's really all over the place. But in terms of like storytelling, as far as like the cycle of like the stages of grief, like this show is like really really solid. So I like it. And that's where emo again, and that's Kuma 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 Bear. And here we go. I have Jahi Sama wa Ku was it Kuje huh? Wait,
Kujikanai.
Kujikitai
Kujikanai.
Kujikanai, yeah, that's right. Which I believe it's what was it in English? It's Jahi Sama
Will not be defeated.
will not be defeated. Which I've never fully liked that English term because I think originally it was English translated as like Jahi Sama will not be discouraged, which I think was a bit close to what Kujik and I would mean. But I love Jahi Sama. Great. The show is great. Manga's great. Got the first 7 volumes here in Japanese. I got the special edition of volume 7 that comes with like an additional art book of like basically like it's like it's like a guest artist that kind of collaborated on like a chapter together, like a spin-off chapter characters. And it is great. Korean manhwa, there's some decent reads on the only titles though. Yeah, manhwa is a whole other bucket of nonsense.
I've never been able to get into manhwa.
I feel like there's got to be some really good stuff out there, but
Yeah,
like it's a whole other like massive genre of like just stuff. I barely have time for anime, but
I know. Me too. Me too. Can't agree enough.
yeah. Anyway, if you haven't watched Jahi-sama, it's totally worth it. Basically, it's about the demon. I guess she's not the demon lord. She's second in command to the demon lord, but she ends up losing in a fight to the hero, and the demon lord's crystal gets shattered, and everybody gets everybody gets like zapped to the human world, and then she has to try to figure out how to live as a normal human, except that she's kind of the worst, and many terrible things happen to her, and she deserves all of it and probably more. But it's fun because it's a show where you can be happy to see her lose and happy to see her win. Like, so there you go. I think that is all of the picos. We've done it.
Yeah, I would explain Jahi-sama is like the main character just like keeps on digging her own hole.
It's a good way to pray, like, because like everything bad that happens in the series is pretty much on her. Like,
Yeah.
I'd say like a solid like 95% of the problems are her own like fault.
Like one lie turns into this big giant thing because she just can't like tell the truth.
Yeah, that's usually like every episode. Like every episode like starts like some little thing, and by the end of the episode, like she's either like in jail, homeless, or like extremely beaten up from something or other. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's it's unfortunate. And
You
Goodsworth, if you have
need to
good
buy the rest of
mangas,
the manga.
yeah, I definitely need to catch up on the manga. It's a good one.
Sorry, I cut you off.
No, it's all good. But yeah, I was just gonna say, Goodsworth, if you have any ones you want to recommend, feel free to place them in the manga channel on the Discord. And actually,
Oh,
I was just thinking like something that could be fun for like maybe like a podcast episode down the line. And I'll probably like put out some extra announcements. So I would like I'd love to get like viewer submissions of like their own anime collections,
oh yeah, that would be cool. That would
and
be
we could
cool.
like do like another podcast episode where we judge your taste. Since
Oh,
y'all have been sitting here happily judging us.
I have one more thing I can show.
Sure,
Hold on, I need to take a picture of it. I forgot about it.
you forgot. Yeah, like seriously, the goods are like if you know some good manhwa, I like again like I would like to get into it because like it's a whole darn country. I'm sure there's some good stuff in there, but like it's just I've just never taken the time to look because I just haven't prioritized it. I guess I actually have the worst taste, so I can't judge. No, Applejacks, I'm sure your taste is good. I mean, you're named after an OK cereal. How bad could your shows be? You know, I don't trust you to judge me fairly if I send my anime collection. I would judge you to the fullest extent of the law in in a fair and equal, fair and impartial jury. But no, I mean it's probably fine. Like you probably just like have like Full Metal Alchemists, right? Like, because I wait, Tune, you don't. Yeah, I think you've mentioned like you don't really watch anime. Like, what collection do you have? I think you're trying to be tricksy. Let's see here. What's here? We'll have the your plush open because your is a good plush. It's a flush plush even.
Okay, I just sent you a picture.
You just sent me a picture.
Yes.
Oh, you did. Gasp.
Okay, so this
Oh
is
yeah,
probably the
this thing.
cool this is probably the coolest thing I have. I have so I don't know if anyone here knows who Supercell is,
Never heard of it.
but they're a band that did a lot of really good songs from Monogatari, Naruto, uh, a bunch of other ones.
Some.
And they were really popular in like the early 2010s,
Mm-hmm.
and I own every single one of their albums, and I put them all inside of a shadow box.
Yeah, it's actually really cool. Like you put some
Yeah,
work into this thing.
yeah, I took all of their limited editions and I like put them all together so they would all be inside of this shadow box, and um it's one of my favorite things. I don't have it hanging up anymore because I need to buy some new uh velcro to tape down the CDs because they kept on falling out.
Sure.
But yeah, this is my Supercell shrine because I like loved them, and I was there for each of their album releases aside from the Hatsune Miku album.
Oh, yeah, Hatsune Maku.
Yeah, their first album was a Hatsune Miku, and then their second album was with Nagi, which is like insane album. It's an insane album. And then Zaiga Experientia was their third album and final album. So I wanted to put them all together in a thing because they are kind of like my history. Since they were like the first like big band that I got into in J-pop. So I wanted to make something memorable for them.
That's really cool.
And then we can end with this little carbuncle that I have.
A corbuncle. Wow.
My little carbuncle.
That is very nice.
I got that carbuncle from FanFest when I went. I I went for the Stormblood fan. No, yeah, the Stormblood FanFest when they announced Stormblood.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was a really fun time. Uh, being there when Stormblood was announced, and yeah, that was a lot of fun. I wish I could go to FanFest again, but it's really hard to get tickets nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we can go together next time.
Oh boy.
What if we went together?
Oh man.
Drive down to Las Vegas.
That's a long drive. That's like 6 hours.
Yeah, it's not that long.
Do you think we could get an Uber to drive us down there?
Maybe a train. Find a train.
No, I think it'd be funnier to get an Uber. Be like, yeah, I want to go to Starbucks, and then once we're in the car, be like, actually, can you take us to the Starbucks in Las Vegas?
Yeah.
Might work.
But yeah, that would be so cool if we went to FanFest.
That would
I
be
lo-
cool. I mean, I'm definitely gonna keep entering the raffle. I guess every time, maybe eventually get it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it next year as well.
But
Well, not it's not next year. It's the year after, 2025.
okay, sure. The LA Fan Fest. That'd be
Yeah.
interesting.
Oh, is it gonna be in LA next year? I don't know. It might be in LA or it might be in
It'll be
Las
somewhere.
Vegas.
But and I guess to answer your question, Eagles, maybe I mean maybe one of these days we'll like another good episode idea could maybe be like viewer submitted series that they like, and we could discuss them, like whether we've watched them or not, or see if you want to defend how good or bad they are. And then thank you for Sir Goodsworth on your hard work public recommending good manhwa. Appreciate. Yeah, so that's a fun little way to end it.
Yeah, yeah, this was
So
fun.
yeah, kind of a little different thing to do. And then obviously we've already got our next 3 or 4 episodes planned out. You know, but again, if anybody ever has like ideas or suggestions for topics, feel free to post them, preferably in the Issei Pod channel on the server.
Oh, before we end, what do you have any other figures that you have on pre-order, or have you
Not right,
stopped pre-ordering?
not right now. I've really had to step away from like I can't even look anymore because like I really do have a problem with like controlling myself,
Yeah,
and so
I agree.
I just can't look. Otherwise, I make bad choices.
I only have two on pre-order at the moment.
Okay.
I have a um Angel Next Door Spoils Me Rotten one,
Mm-hmm.
the main girl, which is a really nice one. And then I have this other one, I don't remember the name,
Very cool.
but yeah.
Yeah. I may eventually get back into doing that kind of stuff, but at least for now, like I don't have the cash and I don't have the self control, so it's a bad combination.
Yeah, it's I agree. I'm the same way. I'm just happy that all of mine that I pre-ordered have like I keep getting emails every month saying this release is delayed. So I keep like, okay, now I don't have to pay for it.
Oh yeah, that so that I think I showed you. So that big let me pull back up that big unifigure I have right here.
Yeah.
Um, so I ordered this one. It was available for pre-order before the show, like season one, even finished. I didn't get this box until like maybe 2 months ago. It was delayed. Like they kept sending me like the delay email like every month for like a year and a half. Like it took
Really?
forever. Like because I pre-ordered this I basically pre-ordered this like right as like the big shortages like with COVID stuff started happening, and so I think somehow like this particular series just got mega pushed back. Like I'm willing to bet that the number of people who wanted a fairly expensive figure from a not terribly popular show, there probably wasn't like there's maybe a couple hundred of those. Like I don't know. Like I doubt it was a huge run, so it probably just got pushed back forever. But who knows?
Yeah.
And then Hatun, I did ask on the anime channel for important reasons that only I can know. They were very definitely intentional. But anyway, hey, how are you doing, Zaiga?
I'm good. Tired.
Yeah, ready to start this podcast?
Oh, yeah, ready to start.
Yeah, this was the practice run, so now we're gonna do it for real. Glad everyone was here for the demo, the beta.
Yeah.
All right, so starting from the top. But anyway,
Starting from the top,
yeah, this
Grayson
goofy
is just
show
like Grayson is the main character from Nagatoro.
that actually is mildly offensive, and if anyone accuses me of being Nauta, I'm going to cry. That's my only threat. So, um,
Oh, one of the most recent. What you guys should do. I don't know if your like anime group has everyone in your group. I don't know if I bet there's a bunch of people here in that anime group, but you guys should watch Suzume.
Suzume,
Yeah, it's on Crunchyroll right now. Though, though you guys, someone could probably download it, but you should watch that. If
yeah. I
you
mean,
haven't seen Suzume yet, you should watch Suzume.
if there's interest, I mean, I'd be down for it. It's a good one. Like I know because we're almost finished with Brotherhood. We got like maybe 2 more weeks left,
Yeah.
and then there was discussion of possibly watching the Saint Young Men movie.
Oh, that's a good movie.
It sounds like a fun time. I like the manga a lot, so there's discussion of that. And I mean, it's close to Christmas. It's appropriate. Um, but any, and then I think we were gonna maybe look at like the live action One Piece, watch that together at least as long as we can stand it.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I'd be down to. Hatuna's also down to watch Suzume, so that's already 2 votes. We'll put it to the rest of the group, see what people think.
Yeah, if you do, let me know because I'll probably watch it with you guys. It's one of my favorite movies right now.
Sure, it was a solid one. I'm glad we got to watch that. We did watch that in
Yeah.
theaters, right? Am I imagining? Wait,
Egoist, have you ever heard of Your Name, the anime movie Your Name?
how dare
Because
you accuse me of being a beta?
Suzume is written by the same guy as Your Name.
Yeah, it's a it's a really solid, just like I mean, it's I'm trying to think of how like not to be too spoilery, but like it's a good road trip movie.
Oh yes.
Like if you've seen like a Goofy movie, nothing like that. Terrible comparison. Get that out of your mind.
Dude, I remember the Goofy movie.
I love that movie. Like way
So
more than it deserves, but
So you want to hear a little funny story?
Sure, sure.
So you know the first Goofy movie,
Right.
where like right at the beginning, he like has that dream where he's like doing the Goofy hiccup or thing or whatever, that nightmare or whatever.
Yeah, that actually kind of scared me as a kid. Yeah.
That scared me as a kid too.
Yeah.
It scared me so much. I couldn't watch that scene for the longest time
It was
because it
kind of
scared me.
like I just remember like again because like I was probably like 8 or 9 the first time I watched it. Like it made me like really scared of puberty. I was like, oh no,
I know, right?
like it's gonna be terrible.
Dude, I want to rewatch that movie. It's been so long.
It's that's actually a really cool. I think I talked about this before, but like when I went to FanX like a couple months ago, I got to meet a bunch of the people that were involved in making that movie, at least like some of the animators,
Yeah.
and I got a signed poster. The guy like drew up a Goofy movie poster of the scene from like when Bigfoot like wrecks their camp, and so I got a picture of Goofy movie Bigfoot signed by like 3 of the animators, and I was very happy. Eglis has not seen Your Name either. It's okay.
Oh,
I
that
mean,
seems
Your
weird.
Name is. I've never actually seen that one either, to be fair.
What?
But I know it's a movie that people like.
You haven't seen Your Name?
I've heard of it. I get it confused with Your Lie in April, but that's probably just because it starts with Your.
When are we gonna do a movie night again?
I don't know. We can join those and vote for things, you know,
Yeah. No, I meant like in person.
in person. I don't know. I know our mutual friend who works at the Maverick gas station asked me that whenever I run into him there.
Who, Caleb? I mean,
Sure.
that
Yeah.
guy, that guy,
Unspecified person who works at
yeah,
gas station.
yeah, that guy. I
I
forgot
probably
his
see like
first name.
once a month
Yeah.
by coincidence, but Cartoons never. Oh, we're gonna do a Goofy movie watch along too. We got it. That's basically an anime. It counts. Smo likes Goofy movie. We could even watch an extremely Goofy movie. It's not
That
quite as
one,
good, but it's still funny.
that one was good. I like that. It's good.
Yeah, it was a decent sequel. Like as far as like things go. But anyway, Eagles. Were you even born yet when the Goofy movies came out? I know you're a youth, but you gotta watch the classics. Like Goofy
See,
movie was like
for
peak '90s. Like
yeah, like for me, it was like on Disney Channel a lot, right?
yeah,
So
they played it pretty often. Like
yeah,
and I
my family was all about the Disney Channel.
yeah
So I like grew up on whatever Disney Channel had on.
yeah I remember like I didn't watch Disney Channel too often, but when they did like the movie marathons, I would usually tune in because they'd play good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Goofy movie I want to say was like probably like 97 or 98 maybe. Like it was like a late '90s because like that movie is so '90s. Like it's one of those movies like that tries so hard to like appeal to the kids, like, but like it actually like works really well because of how like the whole idea of it anyway. But God, that's such a fun movie. We're definitely gonna watch that in anime group. I'll find we'll watch it in the Japanese dub. That'll make
Oh
it
my goodness,
work.
that would just be so terrible. That would be so bad. Oh
I
my
want to hear
goodness.
the goofy hiccup in Japanese.
Haven't you seen those like clips of Kingdom Hearts in Japanese?
I have not. I
You should look those up. It sounds so weird.
That would be kind of bizarre because like it's one of those things like because like I mean it technically was in Japanese first, but it's also like a lot of those characters were in English first, so it's kind of like That would be odd. It's like I watched Frozen in Japanese actually back when I was living in Japan, and so like my experience with Frozen was like Japanese first, so that was a whole thing. But Aegis was born mid 2005, a baby. You've seen nary a Goofy movie. Cannot believe. That's okay. Anyway, I think we've accidentally gone on past the end time now, so it's never happened before, but sometimes we do run long.
Yep, we do.
I apologize. So, oh yeah, thanks everybody for coming to hang out. This is I don't know. I thought this was kind of a fun, different thing. Gave us an excuse to talk about a bunch of random stuff, and then maybe we'll do like a part two of this with like viewer submitted pictures. 4 pages, holy crap! Sir Goodsworth, you gotta find other hobbies outside of manhwa. Cheapers. But thank you, I guess. Um, but yeah, so thanks everybody for coming to hang out. This was, I already said this. It was great talking with y'all.
Yeah, it was
I,
great.
hi Zaiga, you're here too.
Yes.
I don't have the memory of a goldfish. I remember things.
What what do you have going on this week?
Oh man, well tomorrow is Thursday. No, it's Wednesday. That's not true. Golly. Tomorrow, Wednesday, we're doing anime night. Uh, we're like within like I think we got like 7 episodes left of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. So we're getting like to the final arc. It's getting real exciting, very fun. Then we got new shows coming up in December. We'll be starting. Maybe we'll do Suzume as well because that's a good movie. You have to vote. You have to be there if you want to vote. Come argue your case for your favorite show, and we'll watch it maybe. Friday is going to be our final stream for Yakuza 0. We're extremely close to the end. Which reminds me, on Thursday, I believe Smo is streaming Yakuza 0, doing side content, getting the last couple little missions done before we start up the final main story thing on Friday. So that's all coming up. Saturday will be Elden Ring, and it's going to be fun, or else. Sunday, I think, is Final Fantasy. I actually need to double check that. There might be something else going on that day. Hopefully it's Final Fantasy. Unless I have to postpone, but I'll let people know before that. Zygo, when are you streaming next?
Wow.
Wow.
I mostly stream in Discord
Neat.
to people. I have this Discord group that I'm in that we all play Honkai Star Rail together, and then we like trade off streaming
Wow.
on different things.
You're and so exclusive.
Yeah, we're so exclusive.
Man, that'd be the best streams on the planet then.
But I don't know. I've been like trying to talk myself into it. Starting back up. Once I find a game that I want to play, then I think I'll do it.
Sure. I can recommend games that I think you should play, if you trust me.
So many people are trying to pressure me into playing Final Fantasy VII, but I'm like really not wanting to.
Play Final Fantasy IX, subvert expectations.
That's the other. So I played every Final Fantasy except for 7 and 9.
Wow. I guess you might.
And I'm kind of like set on keeping it that way.
I've never played 9 either, and like I kind of want to eventually, but like that's a whole other like they're kind of longer games. It's like 60 something hours.
Yeah.
So you got to be ready to commit a little.
And 1 through 6 was really tough to get through. Six was the better one, but 1 through 5, I had to use cheat engine to get
Sure.
through those games.
Fair enough.
Just just because leveling took so long. But anyway,
Yeah,
this
pretty
this
grindy.
week, this week I'm not really doing much. Uh, Mostly Honkai Star Rail things, and um, yeah. Um, Let me know, like, ping me if you decide to watch Suzume. I'll try to see if I can squeeze in.
Yeah, sure. Well, we'll definitely let you know.
Yeah.
So cool, cool. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Let's see here, Hatun is threatening me to have to use a whiteboard. Sir Goodrith isn't. Oh, they're including descriptions. That's why they're longer. Okay, that's nice. Eagles likes 9. Has never played the original 7. Hatun's playing FF4 apparently.
Yeah, the pixel remasters I used Cheat Engine on once I got to near the end.
Sure,
It just
sure.
like sped up experience, sped up sped up experience like crazy.
That's fair. Honestly, it's like multiple extra hours of grinding otherwise,
Yeah.
which is a little much. But anyway,
Yeah,
thanks
it's nice to
everybody for
see everyone.
coming.
Yeah, it's nice to see everyone.
Thank you to Applejacks and Eagles and Hatun and Goodsworth and Smo. Jen was here, I think, and other people. But anyway, so, right. Bye, everybody. Bye bye.
Farewell, farewell. Bye.